number 1. Can you try to read the question and give your answer, please?
Okay. Which recent advertisement can you remember? Why do you think you remember them?
Yes. So this
Mhm.
week, or maybe yesterday or last night, what is the advertisement that you remember?
Yeah, good question. Let me refresh my mind.
Okay.
uh, advertisement. So I saw a, a, a movie a movie advertisement for The Greatest Showman. Have you ever heard the movie?
The Greatest Showman.
Yeah,
So it's an advertisement for a movie, is that right?
yeah.
For a movie, sorry, let me just write it here. For a movie, the title is The Greatest Showman. Is that right?
Yes.
Is that an
The
American
Greatest
movie?
Showman.
Uh-huh.
Yes, American movie. Let me think about who is the guy filmed this. Hugh Jackman.
Oh yeah, I'm familiar with him. He is
Yeah,
Wolverine.
yeah. Wolverine is his famous movie.
I know. Hugh Jackman, okay? Jackman. What made you? Thank you very much. Unfortunately, Daniel, I haven't seen the advertisement, and I'm not really
Okay,
familiar with the movie. Uh-huh.
that's okay.
So what?
Uh, um,
Sorry.
yeah. Okay. Go ahead. Sorry.
Sorry. So what made you remember the advertisement, Daniel?
Okay, because of the sound, because this movie is a different kind of movie. It is uh, sing. It is a sing movie. So the music attracted me. So it helped me to remember it clearly.
The sound effects.
Uh, yeah, basically, it's like Broadway shows. Always the
Oh,
sound
it's
is
like a
loud. Yeah,
musical. Is that what you mean?
yeah, yeah. Yes, yes. It's
Mm-hmm.
like the performance like a Broadway show. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
that's performed by the singing the
Mm-hmm.
movie.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I see. Oh yeah, right now, Daniel, musical films are getting more famous.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Can you say again what's the type of the movie? Say again.
Musical films.
Musical.
Yeah,
Oh, musical things. Okay.
films.
Thank you.
Here. Do you see what I'm writing? Sorry. Here, Daniel. Do you see it?
Yeah. Sorry, I cannot see where you type your stuff.
On the book.
Uh.
On the book. Here. In focus.
um,
Here. After the question,
Oh. Okay.
Daniel, do you see
Yeah.
it?
Yeah. Yeah. I see it. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay, you can see it
Yes.
now. So Hugh Jackman, hold on. Hugh Jackman is the lead star, right? Is the lead
Yeah.
star. Okay, you can see it now, right? And the sound effects made me, so you can see the sound effects made me remember, remember
Oh.
the advertisement. Remember the advertisement since it's a musical film.
Okay. Yeah. I can see.
Oh, I didn't know, Daniel, that Hugh Jackman can sing. He is singing?
Yeah. He sing very good. Very
Wow.
very good. You should watch his movie. And he
Oh,
can sing. Yeah.
well, to be honest with you, Daniel, I don't know why, but I don't really enjoy musical films. I like
Oh.
action films. Yeah.
Ah. Ah.
Do
That's
you like
okay.
But maybe I can try. Yes, I think maybe I'm gonna enjoy it because I love Hugh Jackman. I'm a big fan of Wolverine. So maybe I can try. I can give it a try.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's a good start.
Maybe, yeah, why not? Okay, but thank you very much for sharing that. So your answer here of what made you remember the advertisement is because of the music, right? Or the sound
Yeah,
effects. Great. Or maybe also, maybe another reason could be, Daniel, because of Hugh Jackman. Because he's a very famous actor, right? Maybe that can also make you remember the advertisement.
yeah, I fully agree with you.
Exactly, exactly. So anyway, Daniel, thank you very much for your answer here. Well done. Because of course, when we talk about advertisement, um, Daniel, of course, they are trying to convince, right? Convince the people to watch the
Yeah,
film or to buy a product, or to get a service, right? So of course, they want to get your
yeah,
attention. So I think
mm,
that for you, Daniel, what got your attention is the sound effects, right? And
yeah,
you, Jackman, he was
uh,
like, "Oh, I'm gonna watch that," something like that.
yeah,
hmm
yes.
Yes, great. Thank you very much, Daniel. So well done here. Okay, now, Daniel, let's go ahead and move to the next part, which is read about it. All right. So the next part, Daniel, is
Okay.
the title for this selection or for the article is How Does It Make You Feel? All right. So
Mm,
so can you please read this article here, Daniel?
sure,
Today.
sure. Today, as part of a new advertising campaign from the from the from the
Sportswear.
sportswear giant Nike, Peter Hill will appear on billboard posters all over London, alongside the slogan, "Peter is not like ordinary people." Indeed, he is not. Peter has no forearms and no legs, and we are told he has done the London Marathon. Peter hopes that his image will help to promote disabled sport. The cynical, the cynical might say it will simply promote Nike. I did wonder I did wonder whether this ad was going to be in good taste, he admits, but when they explained the idea to me, I quite like it. It portrays me as an athlete, not a victim, and I think it's a positive message. The fact is, I have like this. I was born like this, and you don't miss what you have never had. I dream of having limbs. Of course I do, but I'm happy the way I am, and I get on. Mm.
Thank you very much, Daniel. Well done. Very good with reading. Okay, the only thing I think that I noticed is about taste. Is that
Okay.
test? It should be taste. Sorry, not this one.
Test.
Oh, why is it pronounced like this? Anyway, yeah, taste. Okay, let's talk
Okay.
about this, Daniel, okay? So, this
Mhm.
is talking about, are you familiar with Nike?
Yeah, Nike, the
I think
product.
everyone, yes, everyone in the
Uh,
world is
uh,
familiar with Nike. It is a sportswear giant, right? It's the biggest. I think it is the number one,
uh,
with shoes
mm,
and everything that you need to buy, uh, about sports. So it's a sportswear giant,
mm,
Nike. So the name of the person, Daniel, that will be promoting, right? That will be
yeah.
promoting Nike is Peter Hall. Okay?
Okay.
So,
Peter.
yeah, Peter Hall will appear on billboard posters all over London. So, this is in UK, all right? Alongside the
Mm,
slogan. So, the slogan, um, Daniel, that they will use is Peter is not like ordinary people. When we say ordinary, it means the usual or the common people. right? Like maybe like me,
Correct.
like you, right?
Yeah.
We are ordinary
Yeah.
people. So Peter is not like ordinary people is the slogan. And then indeed he is not. Peter has no forearms and no legs. And we are told
Yeah.
he's done the London Marathon. All right? Okay, can you go to the page above, Daniel? Do you see the picture of Peter Hall here on page number 2?
Mhm. Okay, I saw that.
Mm-hmm. So that's him. And he actually did the London Marathon. Do you know what is the London Marathon, Daniel?
Yeah. Um, I just know a marathon, but I don't know what's so special about for London Marathon.
Maybe
Yeah.
because it's like a marathon. It's a marathon for normal people, Daniel. But uh, Peter doesn't have arms and legs, right? And he was able to
Yeah.
complete,
Amazing.
yeah, he was able to complete the marathon, even if he doesn't have legs and he doesn't have arms. Maybe he was using a wheelchair. I don't know, or something like that.
Yeah.
And the marathon, I think, is actually like how many kilometers? Like 42? It's like
42. Yeah, I
42
think.
kilometers that you have to
Yeah.
run.
Very well.
I mean,
Yeah.
I cannot do that. Have you ever joined a marathon before, Daniel?
Yes, I have joined the marathon, but for a happy, for a fun, just for fun, not a serious one.
Really? Like how far did you?
Maybe just 10K, I think, 10 kilometer.
10 kilometers. Okay. Well, I
Yeah.
also did. I also did join a marathon before, Daniel, and I did 21
Wow.
kilometers. And
That's pretty far away.
I'm not gonna do it again. It's like so hard. Very,
Yeah,
very
I can
hard. Uh-huh.
understand.
While I was running, Daniel, and I'm so tired, and I'm telling myself, I'm never gonna do this again. Ever. Never again. It's so hard, you know?
Yeah, so hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can understand.
Yeah. So imagine, Daniel, I mean, we have complete body parts, right? We have arms and we have legs. And
Yeah.
it's so hard for us to complete a marathon. And Daniel, I mean, sorry, I mean, Peter doesn't have
Yeah.
arms and legs, and he was able to complete the London Marathon, which is again a 42 kilometers
Mhm.
running race. So imagine
Yeah.
that. He is really not ordinary because he did it.
Yes. Yes.
So for this one, Daniel, Peter hopes that his image will help to promote disabled sports. So he hoped that other people that doesn't have complete body parts will also, want to join sports, right? The
Yeah.
cynical might say it will simply promote Nike. What do we mean, Daniel, when we say cynical?
That's a good question. I actually do not familiar
You're
with
not
this word.
familiar? Okay, when we say
Yeah.
cynical, Daniel, it means that people who always think in a negative way. Like, people
Oh.
the opposite of this, Daniel, is optimistic, right? When we say
Yeah.
optimistic, you always think positive. I would say, oh, that's
Yeah.
good. But when we say cynical, they will say, oh, it's gonna be, that's gonna be so bad, blah blah blah. So for this one, when we say the cynical might say it will simply promote Nike. So if I'm a cynical person, Daniel, I would say, no, they're just using Peter. So they will,
Yeah.
a lot of people will buy the product,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, I can
So
understand.
exactly.
Yeah.
So again, that's what the sentence said. The cynical might say it will simply promote Nike, but Peter said, Daniel, that I did wonder whether this ad or advertisement was going to be in good taste. That's what Peter said. So before he accepted to be to work with Nike, Daniel, he thought, is it going to be okay? Right? But when they explained the idea to me, I quite liked it. It portrays or it portrays me as an athlete, not a victim. And I think it's a positive message. All right, so
Mm.
that's what Peter said. So before, he also thought that maybe they're just gonna use me, right? So that people will buy
Yeah.
their product. But when Nike or when the company explained to him that no, 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 this is actually to promote, disabled sports, so other people who doesn't have complete body parts will also try to join sports. Maybe that convinced him, right? That okay, maybe I can try. And
Yeah.
the
I
fact,
agree with this point.
yeah, I know. The fact is, I've always been like this. I was born like this, and you don't miss what you've never had. Oh, I see. So he was
Mm.
born without arms and legs, Daniel.
Mm.
And that's true. I mean, he doesn't know how it feels like to have complete body parts, so he will not feel bad. I think it will be very hard for you, Daniel, if you have complete body parts, but then, okay, hopefully not, okay, knock on wood. But what if there is an accident and you lost your arms or your legs? It will be very hard for you, right?
Yeah, of course.
So I think he is lucky, right? Because, he was
Yeah, we
born
love.
like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So I dream of having limbs or having, arms and legs. Of course I do. But I'm happy the way I am and I get on. And of course, you should be happy with what you have, Daniel.
Yes.
You should not be sad because of the things that you don't have. I think you just have to be thankful that of everything, that I have a job, and I think that's okay, right? Because a lot
Yeah.
of people, Daniel, they keep on complaining and complaining about
Yeah.
the things that they don't
Yeah.
have. Do you know people who
And
are like that? Sorry.
yes, yes, I heard a lot of people, like you said, they complain all the time,
Mm-hmm.
and that's simply because people just always focus on what they don't have, and
Exactly.
not focus on what they already have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly. Totally correct, Daniel. And I think that is, but to be honest with you, Daniel, I think people are naturally like that. I mean, we are
Mm.
just people, right? And
Yeah.
sometimes we actually want the things that we don't have. Like, when you don't have a job, Daniel, you keep saying that, oh, I want a job. I hope I can have a job. And when you got the job, Daniel, now you complain again. Oh, why is it so
Yeah.
hard? Oh my God, I don't know. I don't like to work. So
I
actually, we
got
complain about
it.
everything.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, people are terrible,
We get
right?
and then one more, and then we start complaining, and then we
Exactly.
get another, and then we start complaining another.
Exactly. We complain about everything, Daniel. It's
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Terrible.
But I am gonna admit, Daniel, I'm like that too. Even if I have a
Mm.
job, sometimes I still complain that I have to wake up early. Oh my God, I'm
Yeah.
gonna wake up
Yeah.
again. You know. But I think you have
Here.
but I think we have to think that, other people doesn't have a job and they don't have
Yeah.
money. So, we should be thankful.
Yes. I
Mhm.
agree.
So,
Totally agree.
okay. Anyway, that is what Peter Hall said. Okay, and again, he is the model, or he is the person who advertises Nike in UK. But I don't know what year this is. So that is
Mhm.
the story. So okay, so you have any question here, Daniel, about what we just read about the advertisement?
No,
No
I'm
question.
clear.
Okay, great. Because after talking about the article, Daniel, we will try to answer some questions, okay?
Okay.
And here, Daniel, um, find the answer in the text to these questions, all right? So the answer to A, B, C, D, E questions are from the article, okay, or from the text.
Mhm.
So can you please read question number one, Daniel, and try to give your answer?
Okay. Which company is using Peter Holt in their advertisement? Nike.
Nike. Can you try to give it in a complete sentence, Daniel?
Uh, which can you say? Nike is the company using Peter in their advertisement.
Very good, very good. So Nike is a company using Peter Hall in their
Advertisement.
advertisement. Very good. Good job. Okay. And let's do advertisement. Let's do number or letter B question.
Okay. In what way is Peter not like ordinary people?
Mm-hmm.
So the answer is Peter born without limbs. So uh, it makes him does not like ordinary people.
Ordinary people. Is that right?
Yes.
Peter born. Okay. You have to say, Daniel, Peter was born without
Oh,
limbs. Okay.
okay.
Okay. So we will say Peter was born without limbs. So it makes him not like, sorry,
Mm-hmm.
ordinary people.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. And to add to this, Daniel, you can also say that he was able to complete the London Marathon, right? You can also say that.
Yeah.
The London Marathon, marathon, even, okay, marathon, even if he doesn't have
Hey.
complete
Oh,
body parts.
complete.
Yeah, like this.
Uh, wow.
Or
Mm-hmm.
finish. Sorry. As much as possible, I have one advice to you, Daniel. As much as possible, when you are creating a sentence, try not to use the same word two times. Okay? So we use
Oh,
complete. You have to think of another word. So that you will not, so it will sound better. Right? Because if I will say he was able to complete the London Marathon, even if he doesn't have complete body parts, it doesn't sound
mm,
okay, right? But if you will put another word, finish the London Marathon, even if it doesn't have complete body parts, it will sound better like that. So try
mm,
not to use the same word two times
okay.
in a sentence.
Okay.
Great, but your answer was correct. Okay, he was not born. He was born without limbs, not like ordinary people. Okay, let's talk about Daniel. Let's talk about question number or letter C.
Okay. What does people hope the advertisement will promote? And I think the answer is he wants to promote uh, people like him as an disabled person who also can enjoy the sport,
You want to promote people like him? What?
like him as disabled person
Uh-huh.
still can enjoy the sports.
Like this. Is this correct? Can you read my...
Let me. He wants to promote people like him. Oh, us disabled us. There's a us between him and the disabled.
Oh, sorry. Like,
Him as as
likes him.
as disabled person.
Uh,
Can you hear that?
sorry, I can't quite
Oh,
understand
it's
that.
okay. So he wants to promote people like him as disabled person.
Like him as. Like this.
Yes.
Ah,
Yes. Yes.
great. Like him as disabled person still enjoy the sport. Okay. Okay, so we can say he wants to promote people like him as disabled person, very good. Uh can still enjoy, okay?
Yeah, can still enjoy. Okay.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
sports. Uh-huh. Very good. That's right. That's what he wants to promote, right? He wants that even if you don't have complete body parts, you can still enjoy sports. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you very much, Daniel. Let's move on to letter D. Daniel.
Okay. Why does he like the ad?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. He like the ad? Let me check. Oh, okay. So I think the answer is because this campaign will make him feel like an athlete and not a victim.
This campaign will
This campaign will make him as an athlete instead of a victim.
like an athlete, instead of
Of
a
a
victim.
victim.
Very good. That's correct, right? So it will make him feel, and I think that it is a good, it will make him feel good that he is promoting disabled sports, right? Not look
Mhm.
when you look at him, you're like, oh, I feel so bad for him. Maybe I need to
Yeah.
buy Nike, so maybe I can help this man. you know, not like
Yeah.
that, right? But it's
Yeah.
it's like an encouragement, right, Daniel?
Yeah.
It's like a inspiration, right? He will be like an inspiration to other
Yeah.
disabled people that it's okay, even if you don't have complete body parts. That's okay. You can still finish a London Marathon, or you can still enjoy other sports, right? So,
Right.
very good. It doesn't make him feel like a victim, but it makes him feel like, oh, I'm an athlete. I can do sports, right? Something like
Yeah.
that. Great. Thank you very much. Let's talk about the last question here, Daniel.
Okay. How long has Peter been disabled? Does he seem depressed?
Mm-hmm.
So I think the answer is as far as he born, as far as he was born, people is a disabled person, and it doesn't make him to feel depressed.
Sorry. Eh,
Uh, as he was born, he has been a disabled person, and it doesn't make him to feel depressed.
Okay, and he doesn't seem to feel depressed. Like this.
Yes.
Okay, for this one, actually, I can say Daniel, that as far as is not the best way to give the
Mhm.
answer. Okay, maybe we can say, hold on, maybe we can say it in a better way, Daniel. Maybe we
Yeah.
can express your answer in a better way. Maybe we can say that since he was born.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Since he was born.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, no problem. So we can say this, we can express, but I know what you mean, okay? But it's just that this is a better way to say your
Yes.
answer. Yeah, since he was
Yes.
born, um,
I'm very need your advice for improving the usage about the words. I'm
okay.
not sensitive about that.
Okay, great, no
Thank you.
problem. Okay, so we can say since he was born, he has been a disabled person and he doesn't seem to feel depressed. Very good. Actually, he feels okay, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like just like what he said, Daniel, you are not gonna miss what you don't have. So,
Yeah.
mhm,
Yeah.
good for him. Okay, very happy for him that he doesn't feel bad. But Daniel, actually, I have a friend, Daniel, and
Mhm.
he has a brother, all right? And his brother got into an accident like maybe 2 years ago, and he lost
Mhm.
his eyesight. He can't see
Oh,
anymore. Yeah, and
oh,
oh my God, I think that would be the worst thing
yeah.
that can happen to me. I don't know what
Yes.
I'm gonna do if that's gonna happen to me. And I'm very sad because his brother was a uh is a cyclist. You know what is a cyclist? So
I
He rides
know
the bike.
he's
Yeah,
ride a bike.
and he was
Yeah.
very good. But one time, I think he just woke up one day. Maybe he did something, and then he just woke up one day, and his eyes or his eyesight was blurry. So he started not
Oh.
seeing anything, and then every day, every day it's like he was losing his eyesight, and then one day he just couldn't see anything, and he actually was depressed. I mean, I'm gonna be the same, Daniel. I'll be honest. I'm gonna feel the
Mm-hmm.
same way, and I think that you have to be brave. If this will
Mm.
happen to you, you have to help yourself if something
Yes.
bad will happen to you. But I know that it's very difficult, so you have to be a
Yeah.
strong person.
It's hard.
I
It's
know,
very hard.
I
The
know.
situation is. Yeah.
So I hope for us, Daniel, and the people that we love and our friends, this will not happen to us. But if this will happen, of course, because we cannot control things, right?
Yeah.
I just hope that we are going to be there for the people, and, we will tell them that it's going to be okay. We are here for you, and, make them feel positive about life again. But
Mm.
anyway, I'm happy for Peter because he doesn't feel depressed, and he doesn't feel bad about himself, and
Mm.
something like that. So yep, I'm
Yes.
happy for him. Thank you very much, Daniel, and I think that your comprehension, or you can actually understand what you read. So amazing, great job. Okay, you have any other question, Daniel, before we go to the next part?
No.
Okay. Great. Because actually, the next part that we will be talking about, Daniel, is a vocabulary. Okay?
Okay.
So let's talk about some words that was used or we will be using in this unit. Okay? And the first one, Daniel, is gonna be, what is the first one? Can you please read and the meaning also?
Okay. Sure. Advertising campaign. Plan series of advertisement.
Very good. So an advertising campaign is how, if we, for example, Daniel, we are working for a company like Nike, okay? And then
Yep.
we have a new shoes. So we will make a campaign, or it's like a plan of how we can make people buy the product. For example, you will say,
Mm-hmm.
oh, number one, Daniel, that we need to do is we have to think of a very good name of the shoes,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then the next thing that we're going to do is we are going to get a very famous, maybe basketball player that can,
Yeah.
who is a famous basketball player, Daniel, that we can use so that people will buy the shoes.
I think LeBron James and
Oh,
Curry.
Curry,
Yeah. Yeah.
great, very good. They are the most famous
Yeah.
people now in basketball. So maybe you could, but I have to let you know, Daniel, that we have to pay them a lot of money so that they can
Yeah.
do the advertisement. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, that is an advertising campaign. Okay, that is things that you need to do so that people will buy the product. Maybe you will put it in the TV or in the radio, or you can use famous people to promote your product, right? So that is an
Mhm.
advertising campaign. All
Okay.
right, let's go to the next word.
Okay. Giant, extremely large company.
Yep, just like Nike, right? It's a very, very big company, and you know it anywhere in the world, right?
Yeah.
Another one would be Apple. Apple is very,
Apple.
very famous. What else?
Mm-hmm.
Daniel.
Think number one giant company. There's a lot. Like uh, Adidas and
Microsoft, Google,
Microsoft, Google, yeah,
Facebook.
Yahoo,
Uh-huh.
Facebook. Uh-huh.
Exactly, right? A lot. So when we talk about giant, it means everyone is familiar with the
hmm
company. Coca-Cola, So like
Oh
that,
yeah.
right?
Well,
I mean, wherever you go, Daniel, if you're gonna go to China, India, UK, America, Canada, anywhere you go, if you're gonna say Coca-Cola, they know what you're talking about, right?
yes,
Mhm.
yes.
So that is a giant or a very big company. Okay, let's talk about the next one, Daniel.
Okay, billboard poster. Very big adverts at the side of the road.
Yeah,
Oh.
in the city that you live, Daniel, do you have a lot of billboards?
Yes, of course. I have. We have a lot of billboard posters. Sometimes it's about politic
Oh,
elections.
really? Because
Sometimes when
uh-huh.
during the
Sorry.
Taiwan election time period, Taiwan election period, you will see a lot of billboard poster about some of the uh, candidates
Uh-huh.
about the city mayor for
Mhm.
the election.
I
Yeah.
see. So even if you close your eyes, you can remember their face. Oh my God, please.
Yeah.
So, you know, they can
Agree.
remember. They do that so that you can remember them, right? But actually,
Oh,
in my country, Daniel, the most famous billboards
mhm.
are like about food, like KFC, McDonald's, Burger King, like this
Yeah, same
example.
here.
Yeah.
Same here.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So, you know, when you're driving, do you think that it will convince you, Daniel, when you're driving and then you got hungry and then you will see a Burger King billboard? Do you think
Yeah.
that you want to eat in Burger King if you will see a
I
billboard?
think it's uh, to me sometimes the billboard poster will very helpful
Mm-hmm.
for people will go to like you say here is a Burger King billboard poster here and it's depending on the situation. If you are very hungry at the situation, you are very hungry, and then you see that image, and you will drive you to go to Burger King.
Uh-huh,
So
uh-huh.
sometimes it will work, and every time you see the slogan, and one day you will try to give it a shot or try to test it. Every
Mm-hmm.
time it looks like they are convincing you, hey, come here, I
Mm-hmm.
offer you this one. It's
Exactly. Uh-huh.
accumulate effect on you.
Exactly, exactly. I
Yeah.
totally agree with you. It's like you keep looking at that sign every day going to work, right? You're like, oh, okay. And then you
Yeah.
pass it again the next day
Okay.
and you look at it again, okay. And then the third day, you're like, I'm gonna eat that right now. You know, I keep
Yeah.
looking at that sign. So it's like,
Yeah.
it's like slowly getting into your brain.
So,
Daniel, like it's
yes. Yes.
slowly getting into your brain and so come on, Daniel, just eat the
Yeah.
burger. Go to Burger King. Come on, go
Yeah.
now. So actually it has
Mhm.
an effect on you. Although it's not right away, it's not like right now when you look at the billboard you're gonna go there, but it's like slowly affecting you.
Mhm.
Just like what you said,
Yes.
it's accumulating in your
Yeah.
brain.
Accumulate. Yes. Yes.
So it's funny. Uh-huh. So yep. So it's I think billboards is a little bit effective, I can say. It's a good way of
Yes.
advertising as well. Especially if you look at the billboard and it looks like a really beautiful woman. Like, wow. Okay.
Uh,
You know. So
yeah.
it will affect you
So
definitely.
I have one more to add on this one because I read an article that's talking about the advertisement, and there's a a perspective to say people will choose the product with the one they are familiar with.
Mhm.
Every day you choose you
The
look
same
at the
product. Yes.
advertisement. Yes, the same product, and if you are familiar with the product and you go to another country and you see the product again, and you will have a more than 15% you will choose the product you had familiar with instead of the one you don't see you first time see the product.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Really, that's very interesting. Uh-huh.
Yes.
Are you that kind of person too, Daniel? Do you?
I think I am. After I read the study,
Uh-huh.
and I start to to remember every time I choose a product, and I found out, oh, I always choose the one I notice most, or I'm familiar with it most.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Probably we can call that like loyalty.
Yeah, loyalty, or uh, maybe because when you are a child and you always eat that kind of product, and you will have some, connection about the
Oh,
emotion.
emotional
So
connection. Uh-huh.
yeah, emotional connection. So you will be very likely when you want to buy something, you will buy that one again.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. You know what, Daniel? I totally agree with you. You know, when I was younger, Daniel, every time I see my mom cook, he was always using this brand of,
Yeah.
of vinegar and soy sauce.
Uh-huh.
And
Uh-huh.
I, until now, Daniel, I don't use other vinegar brand, but that brand
Uh-huh.
only because of my mom. It's like it's
Yeah.
hard for me to to try other product because it's in my heart. Like it's gonna taste
Yeah.
different. Maybe it's only in my head that it tastes different, but it really does. It doesn't taste the
Mhm.
same every time I try to use other vinegar brand. So it's weird. Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's what exactly I'm trying to express to you, but I'm not good as you can talk that way.
Uh-huh. No. I get your point. I get your point. Maybe the only thing that I we need to work on, Daniel, is maybe thought organization, right? So that you can we need to practice
Uh,
this thought organization so you can express
oh,
yourself more. Like, when you try to say something, Daniel, you have to say it step by step. Because sometimes you want to say something and then if you don't know what to say next, you go to the second thing that you want to say. It's like you have so many things in your mind and you don't know how
yes.
to organize it, right? So when you try to say something, Daniel, maybe you just have to start, slowly. It's like a step
Mm,
by step process so that you can express
mm,
yourself well. But that's okay. We can practice on that more. I think you just have to express yourself more, and
okay.
you have to think first clearly of what you want to say. So when you say it,
Okay.
when you speak it, it's not confusing, right?
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
But don't worry, Daniel, I understand what you said. So it's not a very
Thank you.
big problem for you, okay? About
Okay.
that. Okay, great. Very good discussion about the billboard posters. Let's talk about the next one, Daniel, which is slogan.
Okay. Slogan. Advertising phrase that is easy to remember.
hmm Easy to remember. Nike, what is a Nike's slogan, Daniel?
Just do
Very
it.
good. Yeah, very good. Just do it. Very good. Uh,
Yeah.
Sorry. What? It's not writing. Okay, Nike's slogan is just do it. Do
Just
you
do it.
know? Do you know
Uh,
what is KFC?
KFC. Let me think about KFC. I don't know
You
this
don't
one.
know? It is
Yeah.
it is finger licking good.
Licking good. Oh, okay, I can understand.
Uh,
Oh, really?
Apple. Do you know
In
what is?
Filipino?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Apple? What's the apple?
Are you an Apple
Uh,
fan?
I'm not an Apple fan, but
Ah.
I know. What's the apple? I don't know what's the slogan about Apple.
I think for Apple, I'm not an Apple fan too. I thought you are, so that's why I
Oh,
asked. So you are not. Okay, it's
a lot of
actually
Taiwanese is Apple
I
fan. Yeah,
know
so
my sister is. Actually, this one is think different.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah. I don't know other slogans, but yeah, you know what it means, right? So when you think of a product, automatically, Daniel, you know
y-
what is their slogan, right? It's like in your head.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mhm. Okay, great. So that is a slogan. So when you, if ever, Daniel, if ever you will have your own product, if you will have your own company, you have to think of a very good slogan. So people will
Yeah,
remember your product.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Daniel. Let's talk about London Marathon.
London Marathon, long distance, 41.8 kilometer race that takes place in London every year.
Yeah, so it's
Okay.
almost 42, right? So it's almost 42 kilometers.
Yeah,
And just like what I said, Daniel, oh my God, this is so far.
yeah.
So far.
So far to me.
I know, me too. It's a really, if you're gonna think about what Peter Hall, needs to do to complete the London Marathon is really amazing. He is really amazing.
Yeah,
So it is
yeah.
every year in London, okay, or
hmm
in UK. Thank you. Okay, next one.
Promote, make people more interested.
Promote is when you make people more interested. Yep. Like you promote a product, right? Like promoting a product. Maybe you can also promote a movie, right? When you promote a
Uh,
movie,
yeah,
like the very famous stars, they will be on TV and they will say, "Hi everybody, please watch my film, which will be showing on February, blah blah blah. See you all, everyone. I hope you enjoy the movie," like that. So they're like
yeah.
trying to convince you to watch the film or something like that.
hmm
So that is promoting, okay? So that people will be interested about the product. Thank you. And the next one,
The cynical people who do not believe in human
see?
goodness.
Yeah, goodness. Like they don't believe that some people are nice. For example, Daniel,
Mm,
I will do something for you. I will say, "Oh, Daniel, do you want me to drive you to work today?" You will think, "Oh
mhm.
my God, oh my God, maybe Emma is so nice to me now because maybe she needs money. So when she's driving, maybe she
Uh,
will ask,"
uh,
like that. Like you don't think that I'm nice, but you will think
think
maybe
something
she
else.
needs something. Yeah, exactly. So you don't believe that people are good, right? So they are the
Mm,
cynical. But I can say, Daniel, that sometimes I'm like this. Sometimes it's
yeah,
hard to believe other people that they are
yeah.
nice.
I agree with you. Sometimes I will also feel in that way. I will also think, what exactly these people need from me? Because it looks like he treat me so well. Yeah.
Exactly. That's
But
totally
sometimes
right.
I will tell myself, don't think too much. He just treat you as a friend, and you should do not think in this way, and blah blah blah. And you are completing your mind.
Exactly. That's true. But sometimes we are just like that, right? We cannot stop from thinking
Yeah.
like that. But anyway, let's not be cynical, Daniel. Let's just, if people are nice to us, okay, good. Let's stop thinking. Let's just be happy that
Yes.
they are nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay.
Agree.
Okay, let's.
So next is in good taste.
Mhm.
What most people think is
Artistically.
oh, thank you, artistically and socially
Acceptable.
acceptable, not offensive.
Mm-hmm.
Acceptable, not offensive.
Yep, exactly.
Mm,
So when we say in good taste, Daniel, it means that it is something that you will not hurt other people's feelings, or it is something
mm.
that is wholesome. You know wholesome?
Oh, wholesome?
Yeah,
I don't know.
this one,
Wholesome.
wholesome. Like it is for everyone. for
Oh,
everyone.
okay. Hold on. Okay,
Yeah,
I
it is
see.
for everyone. Kids, women, men, gay, lesbian, everyone.
Mm,
No one will feel
yeah.
hurt. You will not hurt anyone. It is in good taste. Because sometimes, Daniel, some advertisement will make other people feel bad. Right? Like, oh, that's not good, something like that.
Mm,
So
yeah.
when we say in good taste, you are not hurting any people, or you are not being offensive, right? Not
Mm,
hurting other people's feelings. Okay? So that is in good taste.
okay.
Okay. And the last one, Daniel.
Portrays, shows.
Yup. Portrays or shows. So, for example, maybe you can say, okay, maybe let's say, let's give an example sentence. Okay, Daniel
Mm-hmm.
portrays a good, okay, a good example of a good example of being uh oh my god, I don't know what to say next. Okay, Dale
That's
portrays a
okay.
good example of being
Being, let me help you here.
go ahead, say
Portray
something
a
about
good
yourself.
example of being uh,
A good
a
student.
hard work, a good student. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, a good
Yeah.
student, a good employee, right? Like that. So you
Oh,
show a good example of a good student or a good employee, a good brother, right? Like that.
yeah.
Oh, good for you. Okay, keep it up, Daniel.
Thank you.
Okay, so well done for this activity, Daniel. Well, I think, Daniel, that you can express yourself very well, and I think that your vocabulary is good, okay, because you are using some words that, that are very appropriate for the things that you want to say. So I hope that you keep it
Oh,
up, and I hope that you can express yourself more and do not feel like, oh, maybe I'm gonna say something wrong. Don't feel like that.
oh,
Just say what you want to say, okay? And we can
will
talk
do.
about it. All right. So Daniel, I think that's gonna be it for today, for our class today. I really want to
Oh, yeah.
thank you. Yeah, I really want to thank you for being on the class and for being active with our discussion. Okay? I hope you will keep it that way.
Okay, I will do. Thank you, Emma.
Thank you
Thank
very
you,
much,
Emma.
Daniel. It's a pleasure to have you in my class, and I hope that you can practice as much as you can. And keep up the good work, and you have a great weekend. I'll talk to you again next time, Daniel.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Have a good day. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.